Hello and welcome to the first fall edition of HCC News. I'm Sam Ashita Butler.
And I'm Haley Richardson. Here's what's making headlines around Hutchinson this week. The Kansas State Fair has once again come and gone, but we wanted to take you back for one last look at some of the faces behind the scenes of this year's Party on the Prairie.
PETA is the largest animal rights organization in the world. We have 3 million members worldwide. We are here today hoping to have some constructive conversations with people about the benefits of a vegetarian or vegan diet. Most people have been very receptive of our message, and they've graciously taken our free recipes, which are also available on PETA's website. And you know, we've had some very constructive conversations. We've also had some very unconstructive conversations, but we're hoping to keep things positive. PETA has our Glass Walls DVD narrated by Sir Paul McCartney. It shows various investigation footage from Iowa, Virginia, and other slaughterhouses and factory farms across the nation. We're just hoping to get people to be aware of what's happening in factory farms and slaughterhouses nationwide. We're handing out our vegetarian starter kits, which have delicious recipes, including vegan blueberry pancakes, waffles, as well as fried quote-unquote chicken, and a lot of other recipes where, you know, people can go and get them off the website as well.
What's your favorite food at the fair?
You know, that's funny because last year I ate fried green tomatoes. I was really excited about that, but there's some fried pickles down the way I'm kind of tempted to try, but for the most part, I'm pretty lame and I just pack my own lunch. Half the time I had like a big salad and like some tuna and some like hard-boiled eggs. I'm pretty lame.
It's probably better than stuff at the fair, health-wise.
Probably, yeah, exactly.
And do you know how long Prana Pup has been around the fair?
Actually, a long time. I don't know if they're original to the fair. I believe they are. Dwight and Dixie Weedle owned the Prana Pup stands here on the fair, and her father bought it years ago, and I just don't know all the dates. But I personally have worked here around anywhere from 15 to 16 years in this stand.
Wow. What would you say is the secret to what makes a Prana Pup so great?
Well, it's the batter. It's better batter. It's made from a combination of wheat, rice, and corn flour. It doesn't have quite as much cornmeal as some Prana Pups that you would, or corn dogs, that you would have otherwise. But it's a smoother batter, maybe a little bit of sweetness to it, but not really. But it's definitely the batter, and the batter is a franchise batter that they buy out of Oregon.
And what is your favorite food at the fair?
Prana Pups! Absolutely, eat them all the time, have for years.
Every year, the Kansas State Fair features rides, food, and fun. But an attraction that often goes unnoticed is the Kansas State Highway Patrol booth. This year, the message was awareness at train crossings.
How many years has Operation Lifesaver been coming to the state of Kansas?
Operation Lifesaver was started in Kansas, I believe, in 1972. It started in the state of Idaho. A year later it came to Kansas. And now every state has an Operation Lifesaver chapter that goes out to schools and fairs and just talk about railroad safety to people.
What are some of the main things, the main points you try to bring across to people at those presentations?
The biggest thing is to stay off the tracks. The trains are very big, they're very heavy, they don't stop very quickly, and they cannot swerve. So anything that's stopped on the track, by the time a crew sees it, it's too late to stop for it. That's the biggest thing right there.
And do you think that this attraction pretty much drives home the seriousness of it?
I think so. Every year, almost 2,300 people are killed or injured on the railroad right-of-ways, and of that number, about half are due to trespassing. A lot of those are kids, and almost all of them had no idea they were even in harm's way. And it's kind of a severe penalty to pay for not even knowing. So by showing them videos and showing what could happen, sometimes that'll give them a little pause for thought.
And you yourself are a train operator, you know this yourself?
That's correct. I'm a locomotive engineer, and I've seen way too many fatalities out here and near misses. Near misses are nearly as bad. That's why my hair is getting so gray.
A fair of another kind was held last week in the Parker Student Union, the HCC Wellness Fair. Students were able to participate in educational activities and obtain information on a variety of health subjects, including free blood pressure checks, massages, exercises, and health consultations. The Hutchinson Police Department even sponsored a beer goggle activity for students to see what it is like to function while alcohol impaired. This event is held 1 to 2 times a year. 2
HCC construction projects have finally been given the go-ahead after months of planning. Last Thursday, the HCC Board of Trustees approved construction plans to renovate the Quest Center and negotiate on a lease for the construction of a new fire science building. HCC President Ed Berger said both projects have been in the planning stages for more than 6 months. The Quest Center currently holds respiratory and physical therapy assistant programs. When renovations are complete, the Quest Center will hold health information technology and surgical tech courses, serving over 100 students.
There are several great activities to take part in this weekend. First, you can participate in the Walk for Alzheimer's Disease at Avenue A Park. The walk will take place from 7:30 until 11 a.m. on Saturday the 22nd. Come help bring awareness to the disease, and make sure to stick around for awards afterwards. Later that evening, from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m., take a glance at the moon as the Cosmosphere celebrates International Observe the Moon Night. This event is free and open to the community. Staff will be on hand to answer any questions about the moon, and you'll have access to the Cosmosphere's telescopes. And on Monday, the 24th, Tech will be hosting the 28th Annual Tech Fall Golf Classic at the Highlands. This fundraising event will help the disabled men, women, and children Tech provides support to. Come assist a great cause by participating in the putting contest that begins at 11:30 a.m.
It's not too late to sign up for the 3rd Annual Blue Dragon 5K for United Way Fun Run. The event will take place next Saturday, September 29th at 8 a.m., starting at Gowan Stadium. The first 200 entrants will receive a t-shirt. Fee registration is $20 before race day or $30 on the day of. Awards will be given to overall winners in several divisions. For more information, please email wellness@hutchcc.edu. Walkers with strollers are welcome.
Hutchinson will be getting a new pizza place. Tuesday, the Hutchinson Board of Zoning Appeals approved the request to build a drive-through pizza ranch. The plans are to demolish the old Red Lobster building near the Hutchinson Mall and construct 2 new buildings in its place. The use for the second building has yet to be determined. Another pizza place. Do you think you'll be going, Sam?
Of course. Love pizza.
I've never been to Pizza Ranch, but it sounds pretty interesting.
It does.
Stay with us. When we come back, Sky has our entertainment report, and we'll break down HCC sports.
Welcome back to HCC News. This is Sky with your Media Minute. Starting off with some exciting HCC local news, Building 12, home with the broadcasting program, has finally received motion sensor soap dispensers for the bathroom. That's right, we are moving on up. In less important, yet slightly more satisfying entertainment news, several movies are coming to the Hutchinson Mall 8 theaters this weekend. Dread, Trouble with the Curve, End of Watch, and House at the End of the Street. This past Tuesday, several professors might have found their classes to be a little lacking in student attendance. It's not that hard of a stretch to see the correlation between that and the release of the highly anticipated Borderlands 2. Our own Gamer Nate stated, Borderlands 2 is a huge improvement over the first game, which was basically like trying to make a flawless diamond better. The gameplay mechanics have been updated to reflect more modern games, and nearly every complaint that could be made about the first game was solved in the first few hours of play. A few minor bugs can be found throughout, but nothing a quick patch or two can't fix. And to wrap up with things to look forward to next week, Avengers is coming out on DVD and Blu-ray next Tuesday the 25th, so be sure to grab your copy. And to celebrate and kick off the year, the HCC Film Club is hosting a free showing of the movie where free drinks and snacks will be provided. Everyone is encouraged to come dressed as their favorite Marvel character, and the best dressed will win a marvelous prize. See what I did there? Now I'm off to try out the new soap dispensers. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Sky. With last Saturday's win against number 19 Johnson County, the Lady Blue Dragons soccer team remains unbeaten and stays at the number 1 spot in the NJCAA poll. HCC has now been ranked in 8 consecutive polls, the longest run in the national poll in team history. HCC freshman forward Daniel Sheehy was also named the Jayhawk Conference Women's Soccer Player of the Week, while sophomore Eunice Figueroa was named the league's goalkeeper of the week after their strong performance last weekend. HCC plays again this Saturday in Lola at 2 p.m. and again on the 26th against Garden City. The Lady Dragons' next home game will be on October 3rd against Cali College.
The Blue Dragon men's football team moved up 3 spots to number 11 in this week's NJCAA football poll. That came after Hutchinson defeated Dodge City 45-10 last Saturday. Sophomore receiver Jatavius Stewart broke a single-game school record for receptions with 12 catches for 136 yards. The Blue Dragon defense also played its best game of the season, holding Dodge City to 246 total yards and 10 points, the lowest totals allowed by the Blue Dragons in 2012. This is the 5th straight win against Dodge City. After a bye this weekend, the Dragons will be in Highland on September 29th for a 1 p.m. game. And Sam, don't forget the first official day of fall is this Saturday. I'm certainly ready for the cooler weather. How about you?
Of course. That's all we have for this week. Join us again next time for HCC News. I'm Sam Ashita Butler.
And I'm Haley Richardson. Have a great week.
HCC News is a production of the Broadcast and Media Technology program of Hutchinson Community College. For more information on the program or to submit your story ideas, please call 665-3433.